let me guess. You had Nick Foles on your fantasy bench too. Asshole.
Here I am, it's the on-campus kingpin.
Eagle Sessions, Gayle, Saunders, SkinnyPost.com, talking the Oakland Raiders and the Philadelphia Eagles. Eagle fans, I know you have to be super geeked. 49-20. What? Are you serious? For a team that hadn't scored a touchdown in 9 quarters, and to have an outing like they did today, you have to be floored right now. First of all, can we get a slow clap for Mr. Nick Foles? Shares a record with guys like Peyton Manning, Wyatt Hill. 7 touchdowns in a game. It would have been awesome if Nick Foles had that 8th touchdown. That would have been pretty tremendous. But no matter what, Nick Foles had a career day in the sense that some of the fan base was turning on Nick Foles after that performance against the Cowboys. And people were like, what do we have in Nick Foles? Some people believed in Nick Foles. I had him on my fantasy bench. Hopefully you started him. I had him on the bench this week. I had to see what he had to offer this week because it killed me in that Cowboys game. But honestly, a guy who, no matter if he's the future of this franchise, this guy earned himself a future contract from an NFL team. Not just a regular pedestrian contract. These games like today, can get Nick Foles paid in this league. That's the kind of effort that I know Jeff Lurie was kind of talking about. He wanted someone to step up. And what better way to step up than throw 7 touchdowns, have a ridiculous rating. This fact right here alone will blow you away. Nick Foles had more touchdowns than he had incompletions. Phenomenal performance. The beauty of this game. There was a lot of things I was hoping for to see from Chip Kelly, and I was very upset the last couple of weeks. And I've said, you guys seen a couple of videos in the past that everything was addressed today. Everything was addressed, especially in that first drive. You saw the tempo was there. Very creative with the plays. Using McCoy on the first down runs, getting him involved. Foles using his feet a little bit. They're using the screen pass. In that first drive, in the first series, they moved the field very easy. Dinked and dunked all the way down to the end zone. And you're looking at this team who is 39% red zone percentage, 31st in the league. The only one worse than us is the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is ridiculous. But they put some points on the board. They have 2 tight end sets. They're using 2 tight end sets, folks. Yes, they're using tight ends. And Selleck comes across on a crossing route, which is a nice, easy route. It wasn't nothing too crazy, but the play was designed pretty well. And the other big thing, we have to give hats off to our defense. Our defense played tremendous. Again, holding this Oakland offense hostage. They really didn't have too much they didn't really have anywhere to go. Really, our defense was running to the ball, which was very positive. The guys are running to the ball all over the field. D'Amico Ryans, 11 tackles, 1 pass deflection. Michael Kendricks, who was spying on Oakland's quarterback prior to the whole game, 10 tackles, a sack, tackle for loss. Who else? Kerry Williams, pretty good on the day. Bradley Fletcher, 6 tackles, interception. Connor Barwin, another guy with the interception. The defense stepped up, and I think the guys are really buying in. Billy Davis has these guys buying into what they're doing. Guys at this point in the season know where they are in the defense. We just got rid of Isaac Sopoaga. I mean, that guy was supposed to hold down this middle of the defense. The younger guys, Benny Logan, Cedric Thornton, Fletcher Cox, those guys are playing very well. I mean, Cedric Thornton, you could even see that guy maybe in a Pro Bowl, perhaps. That kind of stuff is promising because we were all, killing this defense, and now we have a defense that is pretty sound. Today, special teams, another thing. Deshaun Jackson, they're using Brandon Boykin when Damaris Johnson wasn't really getting it done. The Eagles went back to the drawing board. Deshaun Jackson had a nice punt return, crossed across the field. It was like a 30-yard return. Boykin had a 41-yard return. So we were pretty successful on three sides of the ball, which you got to be excited about that. I mean, it's tremendous in the fact that guys like Riley Cooper, slow clap for Riley Cooper. I mean, the guy had 5 catches, 139 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Let that marinate for a second. Riley Cooper's like, I'm going to catch every ball out here today for a touchdown. And he did. I mean, 3 of his 5 catches were for touchdowns. He had that touchdown by the corner of the end zone, which was nice. He fully extended, made a nice little grab. Then he had the catch. Hayden kind of slipped. He got behind him. That was a beautiful catch by Cooper. And then he had another crossing route in the end of the game for another touchdown in the third quarter. I mean, it was just crazy. I mean, the offense was firing on all cylinders. The first quarter, they had a touchdown. Second quarter, 3 touchdowns. Third quarter, 3 touchdowns. I mean, that's unheard of. I mean, it was crazy how well the offense played and the rhythm. Like when you look at how many people got involved. Brent Selleck with a touchdown. McCoy on an out route for a touchdown. 3 touchdowns to Cooper. And then Zach Ertz gets involved. Zach Ertz scores from the slot. I love how they moved him around. They got him involved. I mean, we've been crying to get Zach Ertz involved. I mean, the guy is only a second-round pick, right? But using him in the slot, getting him in the end zone, making him a red zone threat is what we need to do. And you got to be excited. I mean, we can go on. I mean, it was just a great day overall. Just to be like not worrying about we've had some close games and we've had some bad games and some very painful games to watch, but just having the opportunity to just sit down and hey, our team is kicking some ass right now, so you got to be geeked about that. I'm just proud of this team. I'm really just proud of this team and how they came together. I'm proud of Billy Davis and how he's got these guys playing defense. I'm proud of Chip Kelly for actually being creative today and getting everybody involved. I mean, it was pick your poison day for the Eagles offense. I mean, so that was pretty cool. I mean, where do we go from here? I think we don't have a conversation anymore about who's our starting quarterback after a performance like today. Nick Foles deserves the starting job. I'm just saying, you can't take a guy out like that who's as hot as he was today and take him out of the lineup and say, hey, Mike Vick, here's the keys. Because, I mean, Mike Vick has a lot of ability. And one thing that you have to have in your ability is availability. So you have to be available, Mike Vick, in order to be in this conversation for the starting position. I mean, that hamstring is a tough injury. Granted, Mike Vick is a phenomenal athlete. He's made a lot of plays for us. But at this moment, at this given time, you have to hand over the keys to Nick Foles. He's playing hot. I mean, you just can't sit a guy after he breaks a record like that. Granted, we can have this conversation if Michael Vick is playing balls to the wall in practice and they feel like Vick is back and fully healthy. But if Vick is not even fully healthy, it's not a conversation. Nick Foles is our starting quarterback, and it's just going to be interesting. interesting to see how these guys respond. Are they going to let this game get to their head? Hopefully they don't. I think Chip Kelly has these guys flying high right now, and he's got to have the fan base flying high. So Eagle fans out there, I want to know how you guys feel at this moment. You got to be excited, because I know I am. Got something to get me through the week, and hopefully you guys have a great week yourself. Flying high. Eagles are 4-5 and sitting pretty. So I'm Gayle Saunders, skinnypost.com. Eagle Sessions, living the dream, not as in dream team, but still living the dream.